So, you're the mortal adventurer the Dread Lady seeks. I assumed you'd be, well, taller. Still, my mistress knows best. I bring you a message from Lyrinth, the lovely and powerful Dremora. Hear the words her prophet speaks, and be enthralled. The Dread Lady requires a mortal's perspective. She finds the situation merely curious, but says it has apocalyptic consequences for our plane of existence. Congratulations, mortal. She has chosen you, and she promises compensation if you survive. Calm, I suppose, but I have faith in Lyrinth, and she seems to have faith in you. I'll mark the destination on your map. Plus, I secured transportation. The regal, sweet daffodil. Oh, and take this pendant. You'll need it when you get there.
Sweet daffodil.
Sweet daffodil will whisk you directly to the location. Once there, you must get past the creatures that roam the place to find Lyrinth's hidden lair. The pendant will alert you when the time comes to use it. Then, just follow the trail of energy. Isn't it obvious? The pendant contains an epiphany blood ruby. It tingles when it senses residual portal magic. Use it, and it will lead you to Lyrinth's lair. How ironic. She chose you to assist her. Not her prophet, but you. A heathen adventurer. Yes, I am aware of your relationship with my mistress. It may not be as intimate as mine, but she does seem to have a certain fondness for you. Still, we must not use her name so casually. Enemies abound and mortals become skittish so easily. Oh, not in any romantic or mortal interpretation of the word. Not even in the way a child is fond of a puppy or kitten. Dremora aren't like us. You must have realized that by now. But my mistress finds you interesting. Yes, that's the word.
I find her pretty interesting too.
A group of Dagonists, known as the Order of the Waking Flame, has been interfering in my mistress's activities of late. They are of no real concern to her, but I don't want to attract their attention. I suggest you take similar precautions. Please, I am nothing like my insipid older brother. Nothing at all. I am the Dread Lady's true prophet, her voice resounding in the mortal realm, her herald on the plain of Nirn. My dim-witted brother claims to be many things. The Dread Lady and I allow him his delusions. Makes it easier to get him to accomplish the few tasks that aren't beyond his limited skill set. You should feel honored that this time my mistress sent me. Speaking the words of some higher power is the standard definition of a prophet. And there is no higher power than my mistress, no matter what the other temples or shrines may tell you. I do whatever the Dread Lady asks, and am honored to do so.
All right then.
You want to make some gold, Walker?
Ah.
Blade. Remove the blade. Damn enchanted blade. I'll need to figure out how they were able to use it to trap me. But first, we need to talk. Ah, little mortal. Your timing is impeccable as always. Of course, if you had arrived just a few moments earlier, I might not have wound up with that damn blade stuck in my chest.
It's impossible to please.
Must I say it? That the Dremora you know and admire had a lapse in judgment? That she failed to take her surroundings into account when she opened her portal? Very well, little mortal. I erred, and the Waking Flame took advantage of the opportunity. The Order of the Waking Flame, to be precise. Fanatics devoted to Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Prince of Destruction. 2 of the cultists followed before the portal closed and surprised me. Incapacitated me with that enchanted blade. Quite the opposite. The blade carries a unique enchantment I've never encountered before. It paralyzed me. Gave them the time they needed to portal in others and ransack the place. Quickly, check my coffer. Make sure the velvet pouch is still safe. It's what the velvet pouch contains that matters. I'm still attempting to ascertain its purpose, but since the Dagonists want it, it must be important. My coffer rests on the nearby pedestal. Check on it while I examine this accursed blade. Why do mortals insist on receiving every detail, no matter how insignificant or profound, before they accomplish the task at hand? Apocalyptic. Just what you might imagine where the Daedric Prince of Destruction is concerned. Dremora are difficult to kill, and that's doubly true where I'm concerned. Besides, we don't actually die, not as mortals do. Our essence simply returns to oblivion, and we are reconstituted. How long that? The Dagonists went to great lengths to forge a blade capable of trapping a Dremora inside its incapacitated body. Instead of simply slaying this form and risking I would return too quickly, they chose to entrap me. I need to study the magic to be sure, but I don't think so. An enchantment of that magnitude is complex and requires a multitude of resources. I doubt they have other such blades just lying around and ready to use. I will be more cautious, however. Mehrunes Dagon is a powerful Daedric prince, ruler of the Deadlands and the so-called god of disaster and revolution. His mortal followers call themselves the Order of the Waking Flame. They are his devoted servants here on Nirn. As a matter of fact, it does. The velvet pouch contains the relic I acquired for services rendered. Now go. Make sure the relic remains safe in its pouch. The Dagon... It's gone, isn't it? Search the rest of my lair. Find the cultist I wounded before the blade brought me low. I knew I delivered a killing blow. Surprised he made it this far before collapsing. Search the body and retrieve my stolen item. Show me what you found, mortal. Well, little mortal? Did you recover the item that maggot stole from my coffer? Was it in one of his pockets, as I suspected? Let me see that. This letter names the maggot I killed. Devastator Rulin. And it mentions Greenshade. I wonder what they're doing in that miserable place. Indeed, my relic. When I learned that the cult wanted it, I decided to acquire it before they could. I covered my tracks, but apparently not well enough. There isn't much to tell. I have yet to determine the relic's purpose or function. I was just preparing to study it when the cult invaded my lair. No matter. The letter tells us where to find the Dagonists. I'll open a portal. I shall never get used to Nirn's smell. Come, mortal. We have plans to discuss. So much greenery and animal life. How do you mortals stand it? Never mind. Rhetorical question. Let us go deal with the Dagonists and retrieve the relic they took from my lair. The note you discovered contains the answer. Where umbrage creeps. It can only refer to one place in this region. Shadows Crawl. I have no doubt we'll find the Dagonists near there. The Dagonists use portal magic. I can smell its residue on the air. The pendant that Rogatina gave you. It can be used to follow traces of portal magic in the area. Right here. Simply use the pendant and follow the trail of the residual magic. Then use it again once the trail turns cold. We must retrieve the relic they stole from...
come the blade!
Never mind that. Get in, and I'll close the portal.
I don't think so. A simple spell will keep the portal open. Mortal, this way. A cave? I expected Dagon's bootlickers to have grander accommodations than a simple cave. Look around and find my relic, mortal. I assume this cave serves as a base for the Waking Flame. Not very impressive, truth be told. Come, let us find whatever hole those cultists used to store their valuables. I want the relic back in my possession before the next clan fear cause. Search the area. Leave no stone unturned. We must retrieve the relic they stole from me. I hear voices up ahead. It must be the cultists. The Dagonists. No better than Daydrats hiding in the bowels of these caves.
Richard Moore. Coming here was a mistake, Liren. Disaster is reached.
Finally. Search the camp and find my relic, little mortal. Curious drawings. Definitely mechanical. But what was that about transforming Daedra? Intriguing. Well done, mortal. You found my relic. Give it to me. So this Sister Seldi... A letter that conveniently lays out the cult's plans. Schematics for some strange device. And my relic. Not bad for a day's labor. These items tell me much about what the Dagonists are up to. That this Sister Seldina had the audacity to order the cultists to steal my relic. And she gave them the damn blade that incapacitated me. She calls the relic a portal key. Claims it leads to some sort of base in Oblivion. Yes, from which they plan to unleash disasters upon your world. I suspect it has something to do with these schematics. A diagram for some sort of device they call the Cataclysm. It has some purpose regarding Daedric transformation. Intriguing. My minion had better have completed the preparations I assigned her.
Mistress, the adventurer approaches.
We got lucky, little mortal. The letter we found indicated that Sister Seldina wanted the portal key brought to her after the cultists recovered it. For whatever reason, that didn't happen. Perhaps they were waiting for Devastator Rulin to return. Yes, and whose corpse now rests before us. He will serve my purpose as well, I think. Time enough for that later. For now, take this. I understand that your kind expects such treats after performing clever tricks for your betters. Questions about the Order of the Waking Flame still linger, little mortal. And the danger posed to your plane of existence hasn't abated. We can still help each other if you are willing. Before we make use of the portal key, we must complete our own preparations. Then we can find the cult's base in Oblivion and determine their plans for the Cataclysm. And a tincture of befuddlement. The relic opens a portal to Oblivion, most likely the Deadlands. Regardless, we can't just stroll in and expect them to reveal their plans. I'll use those items to create a potion to fool them. It will make you appear to be the corpse lying here. Flusterfume plants grow nearby, southeast in the caves of Camp Bushnikbar. As for the tincture of befuddlement, I believe Orion the Alchemist may have one at the outpost south of Bramblebreach. Return here when you have acquired both.
My friend, how good it is to see you. What?
Huh.
Nonsense. This is real. They say an older girl saved his life and then took his place.
Oh my god.
So the Wood Elves have a friend who's not afraid to fight. Good. Give me that.
My bad, Tan Lauren.
No time to waste.
Am I hallucinating?
The tincture is ready, but are you sure you want to deal with that woman?
That woman is very powerful, and I've enjoyed my discussions with her. What does she call herself? A prophet? So, what brings you to our little outpost, traveler? If you're looking for something specific, I must warn you that my alchemical stocks are severely limited at this point in time. Ah, you must be another one of the Dread Lady's followers. I've had a number of pleasant conversations with her prophet, Rogatina, and I even got to meet the Dread Lady once. She mentioned she might have need of such a tincture, so I brewed one up. No disrespect intended, but I was hoping she'd come to pick it up herself. I so looked forward to basking in her glorious presence again. Ah, well, perhaps next time. Here you go, and don't bother about the cost. It's a gift for the Dread Lady.
VIP treatment. Guy could get used to that.
It works. It really works.
Just in time, little mortal. Place the root and the tincture in the cauldron. The root you found was a perfect specimen, and the tincture just the right shade of distraction. The potion should work perfectly now. Of course. Wheels within wheels and all that. After you drink the potion and disguise yourself as a waking flame cultist, I will pretend to be your prisoner. Not only are you returning with the portal key, you're bringing them a gift. Me. Devastator Rulin, the worm who led the craven attack on my lair. He had the good fortune of dying by my hand before his associate incapacitated me with that damn blade. You will pretend to be the cultist, and I shall pretend to be your prisoner. Sister Saldina's letter explained how to align the segments of the portal key. I shall set it accordingly and open a doorway to whatever realm the cult is using as a base. You drink from the cauldron and step through. Then our charade begins.
Guess we're sacrificing somebody. That's fun.
The potion of disguise is ready. It contains the ingredients you gathered, a few components of my own design, and just enough bits of the dead cultist to enhance the illusion. Take a heaping scoop from the cauldron and drink up, little mortal.
See if I look like this guy on the table.
The disguise is perfect.
Heck yeah, it is.
Now, I shall activate the portal key. Then, step through and assume your role. I shall do the same.
That is a zesty outfit, just saying.
Definitely not Nern. Let's look around. This is Fargrave. Interesting. We must find the Dagonists and determine what they're doing here.
She got me dressed like this in the wrong city.
This
Cool.
obscure corner of Oblivion is known only as Fargrave. I certainly didn't expect the portal key to lead us here. I wouldn't have expected you to. The inhabitants prefer their privacy. It's a realm without a prince, which gives them a modicum of freedom. And it's a crossroads of sorts. A way station between Nern and the rest of Oblivion. Once you find your way to Fargrave, the paths through Oblivion become easier to navigate. Daedra and mortals alike can be found here, engaging in trade on a planar level. I begin to grasp why the Waking Flame have set up operations here. With no prince, the accords that make it harder for other realms to connect to Nern do not apply. Once they learn the way, with relics such as the portal key, the Waking Flame can move through Fargrave with impunity to reach Nern and the Deadlands. Not for any reason that won't give you nightmares, little mortal. Now, let's find the cultists so you can present your prisoner. Then we shall learn what we can about the cult's plans and the true purpose of the Cataclysm.
It's actually pretty cool because I did know about Fargrave, but I have never seen it introduced in this way by Lyranth, so that's pretty neat.
Devastator Rulin, is that you? We fear the Dremora killed you, and who's that beside you? Is that Lyranth the Dremora? I'm impressed, Devastator. I didn't imagine your mission would yield such notable results. Indeed, and the Fargrave Cataclysm could use a new Daedric entity. For the next test, of course. I'll let you present her to Sister Saldina personally.
Great.
Right through that door. I'm sure Sister Saldina will want to hear all about your mission. And we've yet to attempt to use the Cataclysm on a Daedra of Lyranth's caliber. I expect the results will be quite informative.
So, the mortal returns from its mission, and it brings a prisoner. How unexpected. And I assumed Lyranth was more capable. I would never allow myself to be captured by one such as you. Still, Nokvraz may want to question her before the next test. Does Sister Seldina not teach her Devastators anything of import? Volkina's Nokvraz is a favorite of Lord Dagon, sent here to ensure Seldina doesn't mangle the Cataclysm project. Such endeavors are too vital to leave completely in mortal hands. You're a mortal, but do you have to be so naive? Sister Seldina has her place, and she will keep it for as long as she proves worthy. When she no longer serves a meaningful purpose, Nokvraz will take action. Until then, step carefully, Devastator.
I hope the other people here talk faster.
After the failure at the Dread Cellar, your Fargrave captain...
Devastator Rulin, you've returned. And with a prize, I see. Impressive. We thought for sure that the Dremora got the better of you and your team. I'm almost glad to see we were wrong. Our forces are in place. Soon, Fargrave will belong to the Waking Flame. We will be able to operate openly and without concern. And Sister Seldina has made great strides in perfecting the Cataclysm, no thanks to Volkina's Nokvraz. Ally, yes. Friend, not so sure. Like others of his kind, he considers himself the better of mortals such as ourselves. And he barely tolerates that Sister Seldina is in charge of this operation. Sometimes I think he'd love to slaughter us all.
I have no doubt that's true.
Devastator, you honor me. How can a lowly acolyte serve you? The Cataclysm initiative proceeds apace. Sister Seldina continues to make adjustments and improvements with every version of the device. I understand we're about to witness a new demonstration. I can't wait to see it perform as intended. Is this some sort of test, Devastator? The Cataclysm is our great work, our role in the larger purpose of the Order of the Waking Flame. We will use the device to bless Daedra with the power of living disasters, and then unleash them on Nirn.
Okay, so they are the bad guys. We don't want stuff to be unleashed on Nirn.
Devastator Rulin. I assume the blade did its job? Of course it did. How else could you capture Lyranth the Dremora? She has been a thorn in our side for much too long. Well done. But what about the portal key? Were you able to recover it? A remarkable achievement, Devastator. And fortunate as well. We're about to perform another test with the Fargrave Cataclysm, and Nokvraz is hesitant to provide me with any more of his precious Daedra. Lyranth should do very nicely. I hope that's not skepticism or sarcasm I hear in your voice, Devastator. I get enough of that from Nokvraz. Despite the setback at the Dread Cellar, I have every faith in the device. Soon we will unleash an army of living disasters upon Nirn. Did your Doombringer tell you nothing? The Cataclysm enhances Daedra, transforms them into incarnates of disasters.
Ooh.
First, we take control of this pitiful demiplane. Then, we launch our assault using Fargrave's connections to Nirn. Worthy? It is brilliant. Sentries, take the Dremora and place her in the Cataclysm. Devastator, enter the Cataclysm chamber when you're ready. Then the demonstration will begin.
Lord Dagon's blessing will turn Lyrinth into disaster incarnate!
Do what you must, flee. Lyrinth is ready. I have seen enough. I will be free.
The Dremora damaged the Cataclysm. Duke of Fire, destroy them!
Shut it down! We must preserve the Cataclysm!
Deal with the Apocolyptic, mortal. I'll open a portal back to Nerd.
Kind of a big dude.
Be destroyed for your audacity! Surprisingly.
The energy emanating from the Cataclysm is interfering with my magic. We must find a place where I can open a portal.
Show them what we got!
This is far enough. I will open a portal out of this place. Quickly, into the portal before more cultists arrive.
Mistress, you're injured.
Nonsense. Merely a scratch. You did well, little mortal. Sister Saldina and her cultists never suspected a thing, and we returned richer than when we departed. That was never going to happen. My bonds were illusory, and it was a simple enough task to free myself once you activated the Cataclysm. I observed long enough to grasp the workings of the machine. Then I made my escape. We learned that Sister Saldina's faction of the cult has a base in Fargrave, and they plan to conquer that obscure plane of oblivion to use as some sort of staging ground for their nefarious machinations. The power surging through the device carries the tinge of Mehrunes Dagon. It seems it is designed to imbue a Daedra with the energy of a single disaster and transform it into an incarnate. They plan to unleash these horrors on Nirn. Perhaps. Noctvraz seemed to think so. I bought us time to consider, to plan. Sister Saldina can make more such devices, however. Eventually. But did you see? Noctvraz despises Saldina. Perhaps we can use that. And you don't have to. Just know that the cult plans to unleash destruction on your world. Now, I must contemplate. The device, it can change Daedra. I must return to Fargrave. I will summon you when I learn more. Until then, you have my thanks. So many avenues to ponder. Sister Sildina and the Waking Flame, the Cataclysts, Valkanaz, Noctvraz, and Mehrunes Dagon's role in all this. I shall return to Fargrave and see what else I can learn. I'll call upon you when I need you, little mortal.
You received my letter, friend. Thanks for coming. Ah, you got my letter? Thanks for meeting me. My good friend Dulif of the Mages Guild is in danger. I can't protect him from the Fire Song on my own. A circle of druids that usually stick to their own island. Lately, however, they've been turning up all over and attacking people. I hoped I was done with them after Earth and Root Enclave. But Dulif spotted them while investigating a lead. I'm a historian. Dulif's helping me trace the movements of the druids of Galen after they left High Rock in ages past. I'm not familiar with this land, so Dulif went on ahead. Now he's in trouble. Can you help? I'll find a way to reward you.
Over here. Just getting a charcoal rubbing of this tablet.
Dulif! Ifri's grace. The Fire Song didn't get you.
You know better than to worry about me, Laurel. But look, I found something.
Fill in our friend. I'll keep watch back here.
Good to see you again, sailor. When I sent Laurel that letter, I never expected you to be the capable help she'd hire. You're just in time, too. I managed to give the Craven Fire Song the slip long enough to find this. An ancient tablet. The carving's as old as Tawaka's tale, but the symbol at the top represents the Druid King. And the pattern suggests some sort of ritual. But I'm not sure about the other three symbols. Weirds, maybe? No idea. Earlier, I met with a Beldama Weiris. Thought she might know something about why the Druid King visited the Weirds before leading the Druids to the Sisters. She needed time to recall the stories, but remembered this tablet and sent me to examine it. No idea. That's why I made this rubbing. Why don't you take it to the Beldama camp near the Weird Tree and show it to Weiris Tola? Maybe it will help her recall any stories about Weirds and the Druid King. Druid Laurel and I will meet you there. The camp is just to the west of the Beldama Weird Tree. I'll stay with Druid Laurel and make sure she gets there safely. Let's hope the Weiris has remembered something, or can at least tell us more about the carvings on this tablet.
We'll meet you at the camp shortly, friend. I want to take a look at this tablet first.
Another druid! Are you with them? Stay back!
What happened here?
Druids call themselves the Fire Song? They attacked us. Blight and thorns! Please, friend, talk to her and find out. First, those druids arrived in force. Call themselves the Fire Song. And now you show up with the mage who spoke to Weiris Tola and another druid? Are you here to attack us too?
The Fire Song leader, Archdruid Michiel, demanded that Weiris Tola come with him to open the... How did he phrase it? The Druid King's ritual site? When she refused, they attacked. They took her away. No. But if you really want to help, find Weiris Tola and bring her back safely. Druids haven't been seen in High Rock since the weird tree was just a shrub. So when they appeared, we took interest. I'll mark the locations of their camps on your map.
Fire Song camps on the mainland? We need to figure out where they took Weiris Tola.
Stay here, Laurel. I'll follow our friend, but stay out of their way. We'll see what Fire Song.
For the ring.
Move!
I would never trust a stray portal.
Hey, it's your funeral.
Let's see if we can find any sign of Weiris Tola. What's that inscribed there? Free? Wonder what that means.
I should stay moving.
Here we go.
No sign of Weiris Tola. Sacred seeds. Laurel said the Fire Song were after the Stonelore seed at Earthenroot Enclave. What does this have to do with the Druid King's visit to the Weird? There's something over there. Hagfen, huh? That's enough to point us in a direction, at least. Let's get back to Druid Laurel and Weirus Jocelyn and show them what we found.
You're back. What of Weirus Tola? Roots and thorns, confound it! What took you so long? I had half a mind to go after the two of you myself for a moment there. Did you find anything? Do you know where the Fire Song took Weirus Tola? Is she all right? Hagfen? The marsh to the northeast? Well, if the Fire Song marked a location on their map, it must be important. We need to head there and fast. I don't trust that path traitor Archdruid Mishael to not hurt the Weirus. Did you find anything else? Orders? Let me see that. Archdruid Orlaith is one of the most respected elders in the Fire Song Circle. But why did she send Mishael here to get a nature spirit? We have plenty of our own in the archipelago. Anyway, is that everything? Interesting. We druids use totems and fetishes in our rituals. Does this serve a similar purpose? And what's this word inscribed here? Free. Never heard of it. We have no other choice. We need to see if the Fire Song took Weirus Tola to Hagfen. The mark on the map is quite clear. Shouldn't be too hard to find that spot in Hagfen. I wonder what's there. I'm sick of being one step behind those blighted cowards. First, they tried to take our sacred seed, and now this? What does it all mean? The sacred seeds were given into the care of the 3 druid circles by Druid King Kasserine to keep and guard until the time they would be needed. That's what the prophecy says, but the actual meaning has been debated for centuries. The dream of Kasserine, I've been fascinated by the stories of the Druid King since I read the prophecy inscribed on the Telling Stone. Of course, each of the circles interprets its meaning differently. Just one of the many things we disagree about. Who knows why those foul sacks of root rot do anything? Obviously, they wanted to take possession of the Stone Lord's sacred seed. But why they want to acquire a nature spirit from the mainland? I have no idea. Maybe we're all just chasing legends.
There's a cave near that spot on the map, over on the eastern shore. We never go there. My sisters say it's haunted.
Haunted? Great. I'll bet that's it then. We'll meet you there.
Clear a path ahead, friend. We'll follow behind you.
Let's make some noise.
The ritual is nearly complete.
Disturb a sacred spirit of nature.
Not time.
No! Stay back! Bah! I don't have time for distractions. The second ritual site awaits.
Where is Tola? Are you all right?
Ah, Dulef. You and your friends arrived just in time. Thank you. Thank you for coming to rescue me from that druid villain. Your arrival undoubtedly saved my life, but you were too late to stop the archdruid from completing his ritual. I think this is all related to the stories your friend Dulef asked me about. After consulting with my fellow elders and listening to the fire song druid prattle on, yes. In one story, the Beldama Weirds worked with Druid King Kasserine long ago to consecrate this place for a ritual. Did Dulef find the tablet I pointed him to? Ah, just as I remembered. The pattern depicts a ritual, though one I am unfamiliar with. The symbols represent the Druid King, the Beldama Weird, and the Glenmoral Weird. And the one in the center. I believe that's the spirit Archdruid Michiel seeks. I believe it's the ritual depicted on the tablet, but in reverse. It shows the Druid King and the Weirds consecrating a place for a nature spirit. The Archdruid's ritual desecrated this site. Now he's off to do the same thing at the second site. Not specifically, but if the Glenmoral Weirds assisted the Druid King there, then it must be somewhere in Bankurai. The Archdruid will require another Weirus to access the ritual site. Then, if he completes his spell, he can summon the nature spirit.
The Glenmoral Weird. Let's discuss our next steps. So the Druid King didn't just meet with the Beldama Weird to perform a ritual. He had the help of the Glenmoral Weird too? And the Fire Song somehow knew this as well? Blight, was I the only one who didn't know about this? We need to stop them. As sure as rain's hands showers give rise to second seed's flowers. Let's hurry to Bankurai and find that Glenmoral camp the Weirus told you about. We need to keep Archdruid Michiel from desecrating the second ritual site.
Perhaps I can help. Let me create a portal to Bankurai. It should deposit you close to the Weird camp.
Much obliged.
You're just the type Sergeant Anteve is looking for.
Stay back, Druid. Your threats of violence are not welcome here.
Please, I'm not one of the others you encountered. My friends and I are here to stop them.
Oh, really? And why should I trust you? You travel with a druid, stranger. The last druids that entered our camp were quick to violence and stole one of our sisters away. They said they needed her to open a path. I don't wish to see any more blood spilled, but if you're with them... Odd, I wasn't aware there were such distinctions. But if you're not with these Fire Song, then why are you here? The Beldama sent you? Well, you're too late. The Druids took Weirus Sorsha with them. If you really want to help, I'll tell you what I know. The Druids seek a nature spirit. A very special one that has been asleep for a very long time. Let me have your map. The Archdruid asked about an ancient ritual site, one we only know through legends. It lies somewhere deep within the sunken road. I marked the entrance on your map. If you truly want to help, hurry and save Weirus Sorsha. The Glenmoral Weirds know this ancient spirit only through stories and legends. It sleeps in a ritual site hidden within the sunken road. Please, find the site and save Weirus Sorsha. The Archdruid, he seemed to enjoy hurting us.
Thank you, Weirus. We'll find Weirus Sorsha and stop the Fire Song, I promise.
much longer I can survive in this decrepitude.
No! We were too late! Archdruid Mishael killed Where's Sorsha! We need to get inside and stop him now!
My apologies, poor lass. Rutka, help us avenge her death. Tuwaka, watch over us. Stay on guard.
Someone approaches. Guard the ritual site.
Destroy them, my Earthhawk. Time to knock some heads.
Ritual is complete. The spirit, it stirs. Soon, the power of this ancient spirit will belong to the fire song. Too late, fools! I claim the ancient spirit for the fire song, just as the prophecy dictates. Witness the power of fire song Archdruid. You and that blighted stone lord. Why must you interfere?
Well done, sailor. Archdruid Mishael didn't stand a chance against you.
Friend, help me release the spirit.
The flesh fades.
The spirit. Can they understand us?
Loud. Too loud. Writhing.
Seth's tears. Friend,
Awake.
maybe you could talk to the spirit?
Sap. Flowing. Roots. Stirring. You dug me up. I was asleep. Seasons and seasons. Plucked like a flower from the dream of the green. A promise whispered in petals. Needed. Yes. Free. Keeper, nourisher, the flower grown and given form. Dreamed by the green long ago. I am. The king spoke, the weird sang, and free became free. Bright. Too bright. Purpose. Free has a purpose. but the memories are unclear. I am the tender, the nourisher. Gentle hands mend the ground. Awake now. But where? Who? Blood warm in the soil. Away! Sunlight on leaves, please!
Free? I'm a druid. I'll take you someplace safe after I talk to my friend.
Like...
We actually did it. We learned why the Druid King met with the Weirds before leaving High Rock. It was to summon this nature spirit. But as to their purpose, that remains a mystery. Perhaps the Stonelore Elders can help me figure it out. We need to return to the Glenmoral Weird Camp and let them know what happened here. They deserve to hear about Wyrris Sorsha from us, as well as about the fate of Archdruid Michio. We can discuss our next steps back there after we give them the news.
Let me open a portal for us back to the camp. Here we are. We could bring Free to the Mages Guild. I'm sure they'd be safe there, Laurel.
No, Duluth. I think I need to take Free to the Stonelore Circle. They belong with the Druids.
Free belongs with Druids. Yes. Yes. Purpose and stone. Rain and sun.
Like I was telling Duluth, I want to take Free to Galen, an island in the Sisters Archipelago. They should be with the Stonelore Druids. If anyone can help them find their purpose and keep them safe, it's us. After their actions here on the mainland, I wouldn't put it past them. The Fire Song revealed themselves as the path traders they are. I need to warn my circle and get Free to Galen. Take this, friend. Maybe we can work together again in the future. I hope Free feels comfortable on Galen. I know the Stonelore Druids will do everything we can to help them and make them feel welcome. And I hope to see you again, my friend. You should visit us on Galen the next time you travel to the archipelago.
going to do itself.
Hey there, good looking. Are you the one Lady Arabelle promised to send me? I could use the help. I'm neck deep in a secret mission that involves a beautiful missing woman. It's a mystery straight out of an Investigator Vale novel. Did you miss me, good looking? I can't say I blame you. Most people find it hard to go long periods of time without gazing upon this impressive visage. I've been doing odd jobs, making myself available wherever they need a handsome face. Plenty, but you'd never believe most of them. My memories of our adventures together always make me smile, though. You're a great companion, and easy on the eyes to boot.
Awkward.
Hey there, good looking. Are you the one? Ah, that part comes later. The darling Valencia has disappeared. So, that takes precedence. I was hired by Lady Arabelle to pick up some medallions from Valencia. But when I got to her workshop, I found the place ransacked, and she was gone. People in my line of work tend to acquire various contacts. I put the word out, and finally got one of mine to bite. I'm off to meet up with Taraska now. So, want to help me find Valencia and talk to my contact? You'll be paid. Here's the location where my contact Taraska wants to meet. I hired a wagon to take us there. Hope you don't mind being in close quarters for a bit, my good-looking friend. Hop in. Taraska, you're looking well, you old cat.
Save it, Jakarn.
You haven't changed a bit. Friend, go ahead and speak with him.
Jakarn was wise to bring another. He will surely use you as an excuse to weasel out of the gold he owes this one. Taraska is glad to have someone to speak with other than that smooth skin. This one has information for you about his friend. Taraska's associates learned of a group transporting a high elf prisoner. While following them, this one realized the group was the Ascendant Order. Then perhaps you have more insight on why they are involved in such matters. Taraska does not care about the details. Still, this one followed them, as Jakarn requested. Inside there, Taraska followed long enough to watch them disappear through an opening covered by vines. They did not come back out. This one left something there to show you the way. Taraska left a lantern at the entrance where this one saw the Ascendant Order take Jakarn's friend. You cannot miss it. Be sure not to let Jakarn die. He owes Taraska a great deal of gold, and this one intends to collect at some point.
Thanks for talking to Taraska. He's as cranky as ever. Anyway, the prisoner he mentioned must be the lovely Valencia. We need to rescue her. Let's get inside and find Valencia and her kidnappers. Should have expected that. We ran into the Ascendant Order back at the Coral Eyrie. They got their hands on the Master Medallion before we recovered it. Makes sense they'd go after the others. But why take Valencia? That's not their style. Good old Taraska. Always thinking. Alright, let's go find that lantern. And if the Ascendant Order has harmed one beautiful hair on Valesia's beautiful head, well, we'll find some way to make them regret that. Mark my words.
We're agreed then. We're here to cause some trouble?
Ugh. The Ascendant Order must have a hideout in here somewhere. Taraska said he left a lantern at the entrance, right? Let's look around for any signs of Valesia. Could be anything, really. That looks like a piece of Valesia's robes. She always did look great in that color. Come on, we must be close. Look, that must be Taraska's lantern. I think we found our entrance. Valesia must be inside here. Let's go. Valesia! Your dashing hero is here to rescue you.
Someone out there. Let me out here.
That was Valesia. This way. Don't worry, Valesia. Your hero has arrived. I'm sure you're overwhelmed by the sight of me. Just a moment, and I'll untie you.
Chacon? Lady Arabelle's assistant? How did you find me? I didn't think anyone would find me in here. Least of all Chacon, but I am thankful to you both. The invitation medallions. Chacon was supposed to pick them up for Lady Arabelle, but the Ascendant Order stole them. We have to get them back. I just finished the invitation medallions for Lady Arabelle when the Ascendant Order burst into my workshop. They kidnapped me, took the medallions, tied me up, and left me here. They never even asked any questions. I don't understand it. I don't know for sure, but the group split up when we arrived. A few dragged me in here while the others went off deeper into the cave. They must have taken the medallions that way. There are 5 medallions total. Please, you must find them. Give me a moment, and I'll help you look for the medallions. It's extremely important that we get them back. Those Ascendant Order thugs must have taken them further into the cave. Thank you for coming to my aid, Shakan.
My darling Valesia, the glowing adoration in your eyes as you gaze upon me is more than thanks enough.
I take it back. Where's the Ascendant Order? I want to be recaptured.
There you are, good looking. Did you find the medallions? Let Valesia know.
Ugh, I can't wait to get out of this place. The Ascendant Order has a lot to... Let me see. Oh, there's that Ascendant Champion again. Lady Arabelle will want to hear about this. But I know this place, Saraloth Grotto. It's in Vardenfell, but they neglected to say exactly where inside the grotto they took the medallions. I think I have something that may help with that. Here, take this shell. It's not just a shell. I enchanted it with the same magic I used on the medallions. If you focus on the shell, the medallions will glow for a short time. Here, I'll mark the grotto on your map, and the boats mentioned in the scroll should be nearby.
Think they got what it takes?
Mind your step. Don't get caught in the muck. I almost lost a boot over there.
We showed them.
Welcome to the arse end of nowhere. This is the place Valesia described to me. The entrance to Saraloth Grotto. The 5 medallions must be somewhere inside. Let's hurry and get them back. You still have that shell Valesia gave you, right? Good. That will help us find the medallions once we get inside. Valesia said if you concentrate on it, the medallions will glow. I suspect the Ascendant Order won't make this easy for us. The bad guys never do. No way to tell. But if we meet the Ascendant Champion, I owe her for tying up the beautiful Valesia. There's no call for that sort of rough stuff unless all parties agree. Anyway, remember, our priority is retrieving those 5 medallions. Use the shell and see if a medallion is nearby. Nothing over there. Valesia is as brilliant as she is beautiful. The shell works. Now, let's find the rest.
some heads.
Use the shell again. There might be something here. There's one.
Channel!
Use the shell again. Keep your eyes peeled for anything wrong. See something over there. Might be a medallion around here. Use the shell and look for something glowing. Ah, there's the sneaky bastard. This, but I'm here if you need me.
Are you questioning my orders, Worm? I made the medallions exactly as I instructed. Now I must take my leave. I have other matters to attend to.
Where'd he come from?
Ugh, I hate that briny smell when they die. Ugh.
Hopefully Valesia's shell will make... That's all 5 medallions. Come on. I think I saw a way out of here. We recovered all 5 medallions. And we got to witness a surprise appearance by the mysterious Ascendant Champion we've been hearing so much about. Lucky us. A job well done. Now we get these medallions to Lady Arabelle. Can't wait to introduce you. She's quite remarkable. A former Lion Guard officer, spy, agent for High King Emmerich, and world-famous author. But, don't mention that last part. Oh, she doesn't like to brag. In fact, she'll adamantly deny it if you ask. But she writes those wonderful Investigator Vale novels. least that's the word on the street. Anyway, we should get going before more of the Ascendant Order shows up. I'll mark the location of her camp on your map. It's safer if we split up, so I'll meet you there. You hang on to the medallions for now. Pains me to admit it, but I think you can protect them better than I can. I'm more of a lover than a fighter. See you at Lady Arabelle's camp.
How goofy does my character look? So funny. What is Lady Arabelle doing in Vardenfell?
There they are now. Over here, good looking. Lady Arabelle, this is the one who helped me recover the medallions.
Ah, so you're the darling Jakan was just telling me about. The one who helped him complete the mission I specifically told him not to bungle. Thank you for rescuing Valencia. I prefer that no harm comes to my associates, especially the lovely ones. So Jakan mentioned, well done. I'm not sure how the Ascendant Order ascertained our plans, but at least you recovered the invitation medallions. They're the key, after all. Figuratively and literally. Oh, that's good. I should write that down. I suppose you've earned that information. The Society of the Steadfast has decided to sponsor peace talks to end the Three Banners War. The medallions will allow the chosen delegates to enter the hidden location where the talks will be held.
Sounds like a recipe for disaster.
That, my dear, is precisely what I plan to figure out. These talks are too important to allow anything to interfere with them. We must determine what the Ascendant Order wants, and we must do so quickly. But first, may I have the medallions? Ah, aren't they beautiful? One for each delegation invited to the peace talks. And this is for you. Take it with my thanks. And know that the Society of the Steadfast coffers are very deep. You'll be paid very well for your continued assistance. Now that we've recovered the medallions, it's time to deliver them to the various delegations. You know about the peace talks and the stakes we're facing. Are you willing to help us finish this, despite the threat posed by the Ascendant Order? I need someone trustworthy to deliver the invitation medallions. Jakan and I will deliver medallions to the Alliance leaders, so they can assign them to their chosen delegates. I'd like you to deliver the ones for the Fighters and Mages guilds. The guilds are respected and influential in their own right. They deserve to be part of these negotiations. Here, 2 medallions. And look, Archmagister Delric has just arrived. You can deliver the Mages Guild medallion to him first. Please be careful with those medallions, dear. It took a great deal of resources to craft them, and we don't have time to make any more. Deliver one to Archmagister Delric, and then make haste to the Fighters Guild Hall in your capital. Oh, did he now? And what other secrets has he revealed, I wonder? Well, let me sate your curiosity. I've been many things in my long career. Mercenary, Lion Guard officer, spy, and agent of the High King, to name a few. I have many talents, my dear. Never believe what you read in the chronicles. Do these look like ink-stained fingers of a scrivener to you? I am rather fond of the bawdy investigator and her exploits, though. They remind me of my younger, carefree days of adventure. Why don't we set this aside for now? We both have places to be, and time is short. If you want to discuss rumors and innuendos, we can talk later. Perhaps over a meal and an expensive bottle of wine. For now, just deliver your medallions, dear.
I will be back for that wine.
I'll create portals for you and Jakan, Lady Arabelle.
I apologize for my tardiness, but the work of an Archmagister never ends. I saw Lady Arabelle leave. Pity. I was hoping to speak with her. Anyway, the Mages Guild decided I would represent them in the upcoming peace talks. You have my invitation? Ah, yes. Remarkable craftsmanship. Valencia has come a long way since she was my apprentice. I created the master. It was no small feat. Intricate work, making enchantments of such power. Once I slip the chain over my head, the medallion will be linked to me until the peace talks are concluded. And is that second medallion for the Fighters Guild? No, I suggest you get it to them as soon as you can. Let me just slip this on and...
Uh-oh.
Archmagister! Archmagister Delric! He's dead! He just put the medallion around his neck and it jolted him with arcane energy. Oh, how could this happen? My work was perfectly safe. You don't think... Oh no. Quick, give me the Fighters Guild medallion. I should have examined the medallions more closely after you recovered them. Someone has altered the enchantment, trapped them to release a killing spell when worn. It had to be the Ascendant Order, and they left them for you to find. Oh no. Don't you see? The Ascendant Order altered the medallions. They wanted us to recover them. And now Jakan and Lady Arabelle are on their way to deliver them. They must be stopped before the other medallions are activated and the delegates are killed. Take this medallion and place it on my work table in the camp. I'll create a dispelling powder that you can use to eliminate the danger and return the medallions to their original state. Meanwhile, I'll gather Delric so I can cleanse it as well.
I'm gonna have to find a new leader of the Mages Guild, I guess. R.I.P. Let's see. Where am I going?
These reagents will form a powder that you can use to dispel the deadly enchantments. There. That powder will do the job. That powder will do the job. Just sprinkle a pinch over each of the Alliance medallions, and it will return them to their original state. Only the protective magic of the invitations will remain. Chase down Jakan and use the dispelling powder on his 2 medallions before any more of the delegates are killed. Meanwhile, I'll restore the guild medallions and contact Lady Arabelle. Yes, my portal sent him to Windhelm to deliver the Ebonheart Pack's invitation medallion to Yoren the Skald King. He's probably on his way to the Palace of Kings right now. This portal will take you to Windhelm. Find Jakan and use the powder on the medallions before anyone else is killed.
Would be nice to get a drink or two.
Looks like Bruma.
You could buy a fella a drink. You know.
Surprised they let me through the door as many Reds as I've killed in Cyrodiil.
Hold there. State your business in the Palace of Kings. Oh, I recognize you. You're the hero of Windhelm. Thane Mara speaks about you a great deal. What brings you back to these parts, friend? Ah, from the Society of the Steadfast, right? Are you an associate of his? Well, you just missed him. He delivered a medallion for the Skald King and then went on his way. Your associate said the medallion was a gift from the Society of the Steadfast. Why would it pose a danger? I placed it in the study. I planned to present it to your... I recognize you. You helped Windhelm and the Skald King before, so I'll trust you in this matter. Come with me. I'll show you to the medallion. Is it done? Is the medallion safe? I'm not well versed in the ways of magic, so forgive my skepticism. But how can you be certain the medallion is no longer dangerous? I refuse to hand the Skald King something I'm not absolutely sure is safe. Ah, I believe you. But I think I'll still have our court mages take a look all the same. I thank you for the timely warning. Is your associate aware of the danger? He seemed eager to make his next delivery. He said he was traveling to Auradon to meet with someone from Queen Erin's court. You might check the docks in Skywatch. If he intends to deliver another one of these medallions, you should hurry and intercept him. We may be at war with Queen Erin, but there's no honor in killing an enemy in this despicable manner. A boat's available at our docks if you need it. And I'll make sure the Skald King receives this medallion from the Society of the Steadfast.
I've heard tell of your devout work at the holy site of Torinan. Divines bless you.
Keep an ear out for anything exciting.
I've appreciate your dedication to this uptight, surly demeanor. But I'm just here to deliver a medallion to Queen Irene.
Be that as it may, a ruffian...
Hey, good looking. I wasn't expecting to see you again so soon. Oh, and I wasn't giving this fine seneschal a hard time. I was just building a trusting rapport. Anyway, I delivered the Aldmeri Dominion medallion. We can be on our way. What? Seriously? I'm glad I decided not to try on the medallions on my way here. Hey, I already delivered the Ebonheart Pact medallion. We have to get back to Windhelm. I am not willing to add regicide to my growing list of bounties. Oh, good. Maybe start with that next time? Anyway, if you can dispel the evil magic, then don't let me keep you. You can fill me in on the details later. Just hurry before that pompous bureaucrat decides to try on the medallion.
Did you say evil magic? Dispel it! Dispel it this instant!
My friends, I need your help.
A projection?
Oh, good. We have a way to stay in contact. Oh, good. I'm glad I found you. Something's wrong. The Ascendant Order attacked me. I managed to fight them off, but now I can't contact Lady Arabelle. I think she's in danger, and she still doesn't know about the altered medallion she's carrying. We have a way to stay in contact, but she isn't answering my sendings. I was able to trace the magic of my medallion, and it's headed toward an island off the coast of Daggerfall. Somehow, the Ascendant Order realized that we dispelled their magic. Because they came after me just before I delivered the restored medallion to the Fighters Guild. I think they may also be after Lady Arabelle, and I can't seem to open a portal to her location. That's very worrying to me. Sword's Rest is an island off the coast of Daggerfall. High King Emric uses it as a retreat. It makes perfect sense for her to meet him there. I need you and Shakan to find a ship on the Skywatch docks and get to Sword's Rest as quickly as you can.
The medallion's safe now. Please make sure you get it to the Queen. Hey, good looking. I'll meet you at the docks. Let's take this one. Quarters will be close, but I'm a fair hand with an oar. Let's take this one. No one to greet us. I don't like this. Keep your guard up, good looking. Those are members of the Lion Guard. What happened here? Look around. The Ascendant Order must have overwhelmed them. The Lion Guard are no slouches. You can handle this, right? Definitely the Ascendant Order. Damn. I can't believe they're really trying to kill High King Emmerich. Come on, we have to get inside. Listen, I hear someone up ahead.
Have you breached High King Emmerich's quarters yet?
Soon, my lord. We are almost through the wards.
I will suffer no more delays. You have this last chance, champion.
Yes, Magus.
Just how many people are in charge of the Ascendant Order?
Dirty.
You can handle this, right?
Find the woman and kill her.
It will be done, my lord.
Sounds like they haven't found Lady Arabelle yet. Come on, let's get to her first.
Your timing is impeccable. I'm not sure what the Ascendant Order is doing here, but they seem determined to eliminate me and Emmerich. I've been able to avoid most of their forces, and the few I couldn't, well, they hardly posed any trouble. How did you know where to find me? I hoped Valencia would sense our trouble. When the Ascendant Champion and her forces arrived by ship, they brought a powerful mage with them. Most of the island's defenses were rendered useless by his magic. But what was it about the medallions? A dispelling powder. Very clever. Sorry to hear about poor Derek, but I assume you took care of the other medallions? Good. Last I checked, Emmerich was safe in his private quarters. The wards there are still in place, but they won't hold forever. With a plan, my dear. Head up to the courtyard and confront the Ascendant Champion. In the meantime, Jakan and I will make our way around the back and surprise her mage from behind. Excellent. And I'll sprinkle this powder on the medallion along the way. Remember, we must stop the Ascendant Champion. If High King Emmerich dies, any chance to proceed with the peace talks will be lost. We can't allow that to happen.
We're almost through the wards, champion.
Take this! Look out!
You dare challenge
Please
me?
be a challenge!
Fine. Step forward and die!
Perfect.
look, my dear. How exciting.
You okay? Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Well, nothing warms the blood like a bit of a scuffle, wouldn't you say? That mage underestimated me, the poor dear. It's over now, at least. All that's left is to deal with this medallion and get it to High King Emmerich. I've been a little busy, dear. Now go outside, get on your boat, and return to camp. I'll meet you there. I need to dispel the medallion. Then, well, situations like this tend to stress out the High King. I can help him with that. I have before.
Lead the way!
Lady Arabelle, are you sure you're not injured?
Things took a few unexpected turns, but we delivered the medallions and the peace talks can proceed as planned. I wonder who the Alliance leaders will send as their delegates. I haven't seen Rigard the Brash in quite some time. Oh, not for a while yet. We're still preparing the secure site on High Isle. But if the Ascendant Order strikes again, I know who to contact. You really are quite remarkable, my dear. And this is for you. Compliments of the Society of the Steadfast. Oh, such an interesting adventure, don't you think? I must...
Yeah, it's like arthritis.
Oh, really?
So basically your body is attacking your muscles.
Damn. You play on a 1-bar? Because like that's the only way I see it just.
Basically, have a healer set up.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Or if I have to do 2-bar, then I basically do like a heavy attack EC setup or some bullshit like that, where I just place out a shit ton of dots and heavy attack while waiting for cooldown.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nigga DK type shit.
Pretty much.
Pressure.
Don't hit damage for shit, but hey, at least I can debuff the crap out of everything.
Hell yeah. Maybe I walk around with fucking Rune Carver and Aegis Caller type shit.
Nah.
Rune Carver? No. Plague Break?
Nope. Dude,
hey,
they
this
changed
is
Plague
the
Break.
second boss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They changed Plague Break. It's no longer usable in PvE. It's now officially PvP only.
Well, they switched. It's because I thought they would have fixed it because they did Azure Blight. And they took it off from PvP and now they brought it back to PvP.
No, they actually made it a different set specifically that does the same thing for a PvE.
Oh, damn.
So they got the PvP side, then you got the PvE one.